श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैक कर्मणे। So we saw yesterday, the question was what? Sir, that Brahma Tattvamasi, the Tat in Tattvamasi, is it Savikalpa or Nirvikalpa? So then Vidyaranya Muni played with the word Vikalpa of Savikalpa, Vikalpa of Nirvikalpa. Vikalpa of Nirvikalpa is self-cancelled because it is like saying, I don't have a tongue. How can Nirvikalpa will have Vikalpa? So the Tat mein, whether Vikalpa of Nirvikalpa or Vikalpa of Savikalpa, which Vikalpa you are talking about, so Nirvikalpa is ruled out. If you point out, if you say, no sir, that is the Tattvamasi, Tat indicates Savikalpa. The Purvapakshi wanted to tell, if it is Savikalpa, then it becomes Drishyam, Jadam, Nashyam. These three sequence. Yad Drishyam, Tad Jadam, Yad Jadam, Tad Nashyam. Sequence hai. Drishyam, Jadam, Nashyam, therefore unreal. So what is that the word Tat indicating there? So Vidyaranya Muni asked, if it you say Vikalpa of Nirvikalpa, it is self-cancelled. It is question is doesn't arise. If you say Vikalpa of Savikalpa, so now which Vikalpa of Savikalpa is pointed out as Tat? There are four logical fallacies are there. What is the first one? Whatever the sequence, Atmashraya, Dosha, Anyonyashraya, Dosha, Chakrika Dosha, Anavastha Dosha. So four doshas are there. Right? If V1, if you say that V1 is giving Atmashraya Dosha, one is Atmashraya Dosha and second is Anavastha Dosha. You say V1 is the cause of V2, V2 is the cause of V3, V3 and V3 ka cause V4, V4 ka cause V5. It goes back, infinite regress. V1 is causing Vikalpa of Savikalpa is causing, and Savikalpa again is causing another Vikalpa. So these two are mutually one after one, Anyonyashraya. Or you say that other proposition is V1 gives birth to V2, V2 gives birth to V3, V3 again gives birth to V1. It is called Chakrika dosha. So in either way, this question doesn't arise. Why? Because all these are all kalpitam in Brahma, which is one nama, rupa, guna, kriya, vishesha, sambandha. All those things are idam gunakriya jati dravya sambandha vastusu samam. And same logic is applicable to all these things. Where there is guna, where there is quality, activity, where there is a class or jati, where there is a relationship, these four doshas are applicable in all these things. Samam. In all these things it is equal. Therefore, tena swarupasya sarvametad idishatam. And therefore, what is to be understood is that all these are all actually superimposed. So, conclusion is what? In 52nd verse, vikalpa tad abhavabhyam asamsprushtam atma vastuni. This is important. Vikalpa, presence and absence of attributes are only superimposed, because the Atma Vastu is untouched by either the presence or the absence of superimposed Vastu. Okay? So what is that we saw yesterday? Bhava or Abhava. Presence and absence both are kalpitam. Okay? So what is that we saw yesterday? रस्सी में सर्प, सर्प और सर्प का अभाव, दोनों क्या है? कल्पित है. Is it not? Sarpa was there, I removed. If it real sarpa was there, you can remove it. The removal of sarpa is not true, because sarpa itself is not true. Both are kalpitam. So presence and absence, such things are all kalpitam, imagined in Brahman, in Paramatma. Therefore, the world is neither exists in Paramatma nor it can be removed. Therefore, इस जगत को कैसा हटाना है, ऐसे प्रश्न बेवकूफ़ी के मन में आता है. अच्छे प्रकार से, अच्छे विधान से जिसने वेदांत पढ़ा, he was never bothered about the world. क्यों? वो है ही नहीं, तो क्या चिंता करना, बताओ. Think. So that's why refined, when our thoughts gets refined, so we were not pursued how to conquer the world. How to win the world. Whether you like it or not, this world, it doesn't exist. But for me, it is experienced, a solid experience. Yours is a solid experience because your spirituality is not yet solidified. Our spirituality is a liquid state now. If it also becomes solid spirituality, then this doesn't question arise at all. There's nothing is happening. Vivek Chudamani and the Mandukya Karika, Ashtavakra Gita. But when we shift our consciousness, therefore, remember always, great masters who have experienced again and again tell us that we are in a maze, we are actually deceived. We are deceived by Maya, which is actually not there. Neither your body is there, nor your mind is true. Both are illusion. But mind traps us into these illusions. Because I consider everything as real. Stop considering everything as real. Then you will see slowly the consciousness shifts, the focus shifts. Okay? So vikalpita tat vikalpitatva lakshatva sambandhadhyastu kalpitaha. All these are all kalpitaha. Therefore, Now, what we should do now? So the thought is taken care. Thus, in this way. Now, through this process of explaining, what is the first chapter name? Tattva Viveka. Earlier, what did we do? We have done Viveka of Tatpada, Tvampada and Asipada. How? What is the process adopted? Anvaya Vyatirekabhyam. You forgot already. So many prakriyas will come. We have already completed Anvaya Vyatireka. What is Anvaya? Presence. What is Vyatireka? Absence. So by applying this prakriya called Anvaya and Vyatireka in this chapter, we have realized that self is above all this, untouched. We saw. Now, our self is Anvaya in all states, but states come and go, therefore they are unreal. It is established. Right? Now, this Chaitanyam is told as the Upadesa is given, you are that universal consciousness. How? Tattatvam Asi. So what is Tatpadam? What is the meaning of Tat? What is the meaning of Tvam? What is the meaning of Asi is explained. I am not going to talk again. Don't worry. Don't get scared, I will repeat again. I am not going to repeat. So, Tat means what? Tam means what? Asi means what? We saw. Now the question was asked whether the Tat was Nirvikalpa or Savikalpa. That was also answered. In this way, he taught us something, no? He taught us the process, he taught us some thinking. In this way, if you practice, that becomes Shravanam. That's what is told. Yitham vakyaistadarthanusandhanam Shravanam bhavet. Yuktya sambhavitatvanusandhanam mananantu tat. Again repeat. Wonderful synchronization. Wonderful. 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 ताली बजा के रिपीट परफॉर्मेंस पूछना है. जैसे कि मैं कुछ लोगों की मानसिक स्थिति ऐसी होती है कि सुनने में समझ में नहीं आता, छोड़ने में दुख होता है. तो आपकी स्थिति इतने कठिन. देखो, व्हाई शुड यू लिसन? देयर सो हार्ड इट इज. नो, सुनना है. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कोई बात नहीं. बट दैट इज द स्टेट. देखिए, हर भाई, सपोज यू से आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड, देन व्हाई डू यू कम? यू कैन गिव मी हॉलिडे. नो, नो, वी विल गो. व्हाई? वी समथिंग इज देयर. समथिंग इज देयर टू लर्न. समझ आ रहा है क्या? वो ठीक है, वो कोई बात नहीं. सो अब दोबारा कौन बोलेगा पंचदश? और ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग? आइडिया इज, हमारी स्थिति ऐसी है. दैट्स वाई, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट बैकग्राउंड थॉट, यू आर चैंटिंग इन दैट टोन. हितम वाक्यैस्तदर्थानुसंधानम श्रवणम भवेत् युक्त्या संभावितत्वम्. माने जोश इसीलिए नहीं है बिकॉज सुनने में समझ नहीं आ रहा है, छोड़ने में दुख होता है. दैट इन बिटवीन स्टेट इज एक्सप्रेस्ड एंड ऑल योर एंगर इज शोन ऑन मी by chanting that way. Amma? आप जोर से पढ़े, चलो मजा है, दैट इज द स्पिरिट. चलो कंटिन्यू देन. 1 2 3. Very good, wonderful. Far better performance than first time. Congratulations. Now see, we are entering into Shravanam, Mananam. Ittam means what? In this way, he said. See, listen. Without explaining what is Shravanam, he demonstrated us what is Shravanam. By explaining to us what is Tattva, Pañcakosha Viveka, Tattvamasi, Anvaya Vyatireka, 3 states, then Tattvamasi, Mahavakya, Tat Padam, Atvam Padam, Asi Padam. You have been listening, no? You have been listening, no? All this. This is called Shravanam. He is not telling us theory. He already took us through practicals. You understood how beautifully Vijayaramana is teaching us. So what did we listen now? Itham, in this manner, Vakyaihi. Which Vakya we have heard now? Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Similarly, Aham Brahmasmi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma. All these Mahavakyas. Or any Mahavakya is what? That sentence which speaks about the identity between Jivatma and Paramatma is called as a Mahavakya. Okay? So thus, in this way, in this manner, Vakyaihi tad artha anusandhanam. So, Mahavakya, you started inquiring. In this way, you are inquiring what? By contemplate tadartha anusandhanam, by contemplating upon the indicative meaning of the Mahavakya. You've been contemplating, no? So we have seen, no, what is Tat, what is Tvam, what is Asi, how can this Jivatma be the Paramatma? Jivatma is Alpagnya, Paramatma is Sarvagnya, Jivatma is Alpavyapi, Paramatma is Sarvavyapi. Jivatma is Alpashaktiman, Paramatma is Sarvashaktiman. This is the difference. How can we to be one? No, we have the Shruti has given as logic. So, itham, in this manner, tadartha sandhanam, directly by contemplating on the true significance, by discovery of the true significance of the identity of the individual self with the total self. Anusandhanam, in this way, listen now, I'll simplify it. In this way, listening to the scriptures, discovering the identity between Jivatma and Paramatma, in this way, in which way? By applying logic, understanding, etc., etc., etc. We have heard, as we have heard, that is called Shravanam. In Vedanta Sara, is a very beautiful text which you have not studied. It is also like Tattva Bodha, but wonderful definitions. It's a more elaborate than Tattva Bodha. Okay? Content is same, but somewhere definitions will change. Change means the meaning cannot change. Well put. In different way it is put. So, Shravanam Nama Shad Vidalingaihi Ashesha Vedantanam Advitiya Vastuni Tatparya Avadharanam Shravanam. That is a Shravanam Nama. In Vedanta Sara, this is said. Shravanam Nama Shadvida Lingaihi. Now, Shadvida Lingai means Upakrama Upasamhara. All those, now, big subject it is. We are not going into that. But through Shadvida means how the textbook is to be read. How a spiritual text or any text to be read. How you can say how it is to be presented. First one is Upakrama Upasamhara. That is the thought with which the text begins. should also end with the same thought. Like Gita में भगवान का बोध उपक्रम उपसंहार matches because Vyasa Bhagavan wrote. So the thought with which you begin, thought with which you end the subject, it is called upakrama upasamhara. What is Bhagavad Gita upakrama upasamhara? There are so many schools of brahmacharis and all. They would try to understand in the language of Shadvidalinga Nirnaya, Ramayana, Mahabharatam, or Bhagavad Gita. They try to see through this Shadvidalinga Nirnaya. It's a very beautiful way and very great abhyasa. How the text is presented. So first in Gita, what is Upakrama Samhara? Bhagavan Krishna started his first sloka of teaching Ashotyan Anvashochastvam Prajnavadanscha Bhashase Ashotyan Anvashochastvam. You are crying for all those things for which you are not supposed to cry. So what is the Gita? First Upadesha Bhagavan Krishna gave, first word Ashoka, meaning don't cry. The Bodha of Bhagavan started with this. You want to be my student of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavan Krishna said, stop crying. Think. It is Upakrama. What Upasamhara? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Again, don't cry. So Gita Charama Shloka, last word is don't cry. First word is don't cry. That is good. It is called Upakrama Upasamhara. Then second is Abhyasa. Upakram upasamharo abhyasa abhyaso purvata phalam arthavadopapatti cha shadaite. All these things, linga nirnayaha. Abhyasa, in Bhagavad Gita Abhyasa, throughout the 18 chapters, Bhagavan Krishna reminded again and again to Arjuna, don't be sorrowful. Abhyasa. Thought is repeated in between. Apurvata means originality. Then phalam, result. Arthavada, praise, eulogy. Upapatti, demonstration. Now this man says, our Vedanta Sara, Shravanam Nama Shadvidalingaihi, by applying the Shadvidalinga, Ashesha Vedantanam, in all the Vedantic Shastras, in the entire Vedantic philosophy, Advitiya Vastuni Tatparya Avadharanam. Beautiful thing. What is the Tatparya? Ultimate, the ascertainment. Tatparya means ultimate ascertainment. What do you ascertain from the Ashesha Vedanta? Ultimately, the ultimate meaning of entire Vedanta Shastra is pointing out and landing where? Ashesha Vedantanam, ultimately you understand Advitiya Vastuni. In that Advitiya Vastu, Tatparyam is there. Tatparyam is landing, the ultimate meaning, ascertained everything, all the Vedanta. Ultimate, what is Tatparya Nirnaya? So many Shastras are there, Upanishads are there, Vedas are there. Where it is all landing? Advitiya Vastuni. Tatparyam is what? Advitiya Vastuni Avadharanam. So, have ascertainment Avadharanam through the Shadvidalinga Nirnayas, and the entire Vedanta establishes that in one Brahman without a second. This is called Shravanam. Now understood? What is Shravanam? Meaning what? Whatever we listen, it is not Shravanam. You listen and your Tatparyam is Advaita Vastu nahi. Tatparyam is something else, it is not Shravanam. that Shravanam has caused more ripples and agitations and disturbances and worries in you. Suppose, I am not a Vedantic teacher, I am some other teacher. Then I told you, सुबह उठ के अब तिल दान दे दो, टीवी में होता है ना ऐसे. You listen to the talk, your agitations increase. Yes or no? Somebody tells do this, somebody tells if you don't do this, you will die. Somebody tells because of this that you will get this roga, because of that. Every channel now you open everywhere, there are so many things. It is not Shravanam, it is Bhayankara Shravanam. That Bhayankara Shravanam will going to take, instead of peace and Advaita Vastuni, Tatparya Nirnayam na. They will take you by listening to that, they will take you all extroverted, they will they plant fear in you, insecurity in you. Understanding what is Shravanam now? So what is Shravanam? Mahavakyaihi. Itham, this way. महावाक्यैहि तद अर्थ महावाक्यों के अर्थ के बाद अनुसंधान अर्थ के साथ अनुसंधान करना ही श्रवण है. Okay, little dilute for our sake. That listening, because of which your antakarana will not give rise to any further doubt, is called real Shravanam. After listening, you got 10 doubts and whipped by passions and this one. What is Advaita Parabrahma? You are the Brahman. That's it. So, therefore, in Advaita Vastuni, Vedantanam Advitiya Vastuna Tatparya Vadharanam Shravanam. What it says? The same thing, no? Itham Vakyaihi Tadartha Sandhanam Anusandhanam Shravanam Bhavet. Beautiful, no? That is called Shravanam. So what you have been listening in Vedanta, Vivek Chudamani, or Upanishads, or in the morning classes, or Pañcadaśi, what have we been listening? We are listening that Jivatma and Paramatma is one and the same. So this is actually Shravanam. If I create fear in you, इस हाथ से करना था, उस हाथ से क्यों किया, घर से निकल समय ऐसा देखना था, उधर क्यों देखा, all those things, you get so confused and you get fear, more and more fear only. This is how the culture is destroyed, our country. Everything is interpolated only, mostly interpolations. So what is Shravanam? You understood? Now Mananam. What is Mananam? Here it says, Yuktya Sambhavitatvanusandhanam Mananantu Tat. Mananam means what? Yuktya. What you heard, having heard, what do you do here? Vedanta Vakya. What is the Tatparya of Vedanta Vakya? Jiva Brahmano, Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Ultimately, I must shed this physical body identification, mental identification, and establish myself in myself. That is the mission realization. That's it. बाकी सब बकवास है. Mission realization. And I tell you one thing. If you are sincerely sincere, what sincerely sincere? That's it. If you are sincerely sincere, Mark my words. Gurus appear and guide you. They appear before you. How many Mahatmas are there? Their gurus appeared and guided them. How many? We only push gurus and everybody away from us. So guidance you will get. So thus you heard Shravanam, Vedanta Vakyas, you contemplated, you heard about from the Guru, then you are meditating on the meaning of that Mahavakya, indicative meaning, is called Shravanam. Now what is Mananam? You heard. One is heard. Second is what? Mananam. Mananam is what? Yuktya, by logic. Sambhavitatva, meaning what? See, for example, Sambhavana means क्या होता है हिंदी में? संभव, संभावना, possibility. Sambhavitatva, it is damn sure it is possible, that which you can realize it. Meaning conviction. Sambhavitatva anusandhanam mananantu. Meaning, Sambhavitatva for conviction's sake, having heard, you have to get convinced. And that conviction, teacher cannot give you. Remember, conviction, teacher cannot give you. It is a result of your effort. So, for the conviction's sake, continuous contemplation of the truth is called as Mananam. Think. Meaning what? To arrive at the conviction through proper logic of what you have heard. Which logic again? Shastra Vihita Tarka, not your own logic again. Shastra gives some logic to arrive at a conclusion. That logic I applied. Then I understood what I have heard. Understood means I am started contemplating through logic, apne aap ko anusandhanam. Now see, what is that Vidyaranya Muni? Swami Sadananda Saraswati. He wrote that 14th century book, it is Vedanta Sara. He says, Mananam is Shrutasya Advitiya Vastuno Vedantanuguna Yuktibhihi Anavaratam Anuchintanam Mananam. This is Mananam. Mananam is not mere repetition. It is not Mananam. चलो आप मानो या ना मानो सच यही है. In your life, first time when you chanted Hanuman Chalisa, in the beginning 30-40 days Hanuman Chalisa, first time Jindagi mein, your devotion was at peak. Or Sundarakand part, peak, first time. Now every day you are doing mechanical. And why do you attend then such chanting? Sentiment. Stop it then. Sentiment. It is good if you can maintain the heat. heat is not maintained. I am talking of mananam now. To maintain the heat, I must have great love. Or in Vedanta cases, that whatever I heard, it fizzles out, I must support it through logic. The logic should be ready. Guru will tell you. So therefore he says, Srutasya, what you have heard, Advitiya Vastunaha, what you have heard about Advitiya Vastu. You heard, no? Already you heard about there is a Brahman, Jiva Brahma is one. You heard, Vastunaha, Vedanta Anuguna Yuktibihi, beautiful thing. Anuguna Yuktibihi, through logic, Yukti I said, no, here also. Through logic. Which logic? That logic which makes your understanding of Vedanta more stronger. जिस युक्ति के द्वारा आपका अपना पकड़ वेदांत पर और मजबूत हो जाए, जिस युक्ति के द्वारा ये संभव होता है, उस युक्ति के द्वारा लगाकर उस युक्ति के सहायता से वेदांत अनुगुण युक्ति भी अनवरतम निरंतरम अनुचिंतनम contemplation is called mananam. Dwar again, Taptamasi Mahavakya. Tat means what? Tam means what? Asi means what? No, contemplate. And more and more you contemplate, more and more you repeat, recall. Not a memory. Through applying logic, anavaratam anuchintanam. Here what did he say? Yuktya sambhavitatva anusandhanam. Here what did he say? Sadashiva, Sadanandaji, Swami Sadanandaji of Vedanta Sara, anuchintanam. Here Vijayarmani says anusandhanam, anuchintanam, mananam. This is mananam. So what is Shravanam? That which gives you more and more clarity, that which explains to you the oneness between Jivatma and Paramatma, that which arrives you at the ultimate Tatparya Nirnaya of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta. Because all conflicts will be resolved only in Advaita. That's it. Any Dvaita you hold on to, there is conflict. So what did Mahatmas advise us? Dissolve yourself in yourself. Full stop. Like in deep sleep state, just example. I have no arguments, no anger, no desire, no lust, no greed, no fear, no insecurity, no jealousy, no hatred. Why? I am alone. Is that Advaitic? I'm just example I'm giving. Similarly, when you recognize same self everywhere, peace comes. Therefore, Shravanam and Mananam. Mananam के लिए क्या चाहिए हमारे पास? युक्ति चाहिए, युक्ति. Now, do you remember what I said in the beginning of this Pañcadaśi class? I said, Pañcadaśi is a Manana Grantham. Managrantham is what? Concepts are told, or if you have heard already in scriptures, they are narrated, they are told here, and आपका पकड़ मजबूत हो जाएगा. Okay? So, tattva mein majboot. So, therefore, Gurudev so beautifully says, I don't know is removed by Shravanam. Inverted commas. I don't know. Ajnanam is removed by Ajnanamu Shravanam. I don't understand is removed by Mananam. Samshaya. In Mananam, what happens? Samshaya Nivritti takes place. When Samshaya Nivritti takes place in Mananam, what do you get then? You understand. When is understanding completes? When there are no doubts. So first one is Shravanam. When I don't know, Ajnanam is removed by Shravanam. Samshaya, I don't understand, is removed by Mananam. Third one is Viparyaya, contrary experience it is. What is the contrary experience? Gurudev says, I don't experience is removed by Nididhyasana. I don't experience is removed by Nididhyasana. So what is Ajnana Nivritti के लिए श्रवणम, संशय निवृत्ति के लिए मननम, एंड तीसरा क्या है? विपर्यय. विपर्यय निवृत्ति. विपर्यय मीन्स व्हाट? कॉन्ट्ररी परसेप्शन, कॉन्ट्ररी नॉलेज, कॉन्ट्ररी एक्सपीरियंस. बिकॉज श्रवण में यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट यू आर ब्रह्मन. थ्रू मनना you applied logic and firmly convinced. There is no doubt now. After listening, there is a doubt. You have understood, you heard, but a lot of doubts are there. Those doubts are removed by Mananam. But then Mananam is, doubts are removed, but my experience is continued. My experience that I am the body, experience I am the mind, experience I am the intellect, experience that I am a jiva, that experience I am a finite individual, sansari, sukhi, dukhi is not removed even after Shravanam and Mananam. Think. That is not gone. And at that time when you go home and इतना सुन लिया आपने एक घर पे ये चार्ट लगाया सबको दिखाने के लिए कि मैंने अभी तक ये सुन लिया. Whatever texts are completed, you write there. Tick. रामचरितमानस पटाक, महाभारतम डबल टिक, 5 साल 5 साल पढ़ा, गीता शंकर भाष्य पढ़, ऑल उपनिषद टिंग, नारद सूत्र, ललिता सहस्त्रनाम, वो पूरा बहुत सारा टपा टप लगा दो, चार्ट लगा दिया, सुन लिया, सब सुन लिया. डाउट्स तो पूरा नहीं गया, बट यू हैव फेथ इन दैट गुरुस वाक्य. शास्त्र इज देयर, गुरुदेव इज देयर, वो तो गलत नहीं बोलते हैं, ठीक मान लिया. And something happened, you have gone out of balance and started crying. Somebody died, somebody met with an accident, or somebody's medical report is adverse. Then you are disturbed. Then other member of the family shows you the chart. ये क्या फायदा, इतना पढ़ा. You will get Himalayan height anger. देखा होता है कि नहीं? तू कौन है बोलने वाला? नहीं नहीं, मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ, इतना आपने सुना है, इसका फायदा कहाँ है? दुखी दुखी हो रहे हैं। वाई? विपर्ययम, कॉन्ट्ररी नॉलेज, दैट इज एक्सपीरियंस, is not removed. How to remove that? Nididhyasan. Didhyasa. Nididhyasan. So, I don't experience it. I want to experience it. Nididhyasan. What is Nididhyasan? We have seen in Vivekshudamani. That Bhagavan will explain now. Next verse, Nididhyasanam, our Vidyaranya Muni will explain. So, what is the Shravanam does? Ajnana Nivritti. What does Mananam do? Samshaya Nivritti. But our contrary experience is not removed. I am fully convinced, logically agreed, everything is fine. Experience is not come. So when will we get that experience that I am pure consciousness, I am not the body? Through Nididhyasan. What is Nididhyasan then? Tabhyam nirvichikitserthe चेतसस्तापितस्य यत् एकतानत्वमेतद्धि निदिध्यासनमुच्यते ताभ्यां निर्विचिकित्सेऽर्थे चेतस This is Nididhyasan. I told you, Vidyaranya Muni doesn't live anywhere. You have seen the systematic, आप घर जाके homework करो कि how the text started, how he is leading us through. Panchamaha Bhutas explained. Then Atma is Vilakshanaha, Panchakosa Vilakshanaha. Then how it is achieved. Then the tattva is there, principle is there in all three states of consciousness. Then that tat is nothing, that one is nothing but Ishvaraha, Sarva Paramatma only. It is realized to Tattvamasi Mahavakya. What is Ishvara? What is Jiva? What is Tat? What is Tvam? What is Asi? Then the question about the Tat, Virekalpa, Savikalpa. And thus whatever you have heard, it is called Sravanam. Then what is Mananam? Then what is Nididhyasana? Then what is Samadhi? Everything you will tell. So feel a great Mahatma, Vidyaranya Muni, is standing next to you, holding your hand and taking you. Sometimes we may refuse to walk. That is our problem. ठीक है. ताभ्याम by these two, by Shravanam and Mananam. Tabhyam. This Anvayana sloka is Yat nirvichikitse arthe sthapitasya chetasaha ekatanatvam is Nididhyasanam. That is Anvaya of the sloka. Yat nirvichikitsarthe sthapitasya chetasaha ekatanatvam is Nididhyasanam. Anyway, Tabhyam by these two, by Shravana and Mananam. What happens now? What did he say last one? Okay. Nirvichikitse arthe. Vichikitsa means what? Doubt. Nirvichikitsa, no doubt. So, after Shravanam and Mananam, you arrived at Nirvichikitsa. Nirvichikitsa means no doubt, doubt free, doubtless meaning. Arthe, doubtless of what? Doubtless meaning. Artha. Remember now, what does Manana does? I told you, Manana removes samshaya. So Shravanam is completed, Mananam is completed. So there is no doubt for you regarding you as consciousness, regarding Tattvamasi Mahavakya, regarding Ishvara, regarding Jagat Mithyatvam. No doubt. But your experience is contrary to your knowledge, doesn't matter. Now I have to realize the truth. No problem. So, through Mananam and Shravanam, I arrived at a doubtless meaning of the scriptures. The meaning of the scriptures I have studied so well and I became doubt free. Okay. In that doubt free knowledge, mind has to be placed for longer time. So what? Chetasaha yat stapitasya chetasaha, that mind which is stabilized, that stabilized mind by the process of Shravanam and Mananam, stabilized where? In the meaning of the scriptures, mind is stabilized. So that stability, attaining the stability of the mind in the meaning of the scriptures and maintaining it there without any doubts again, Ekatanatvam, meaning towards that object of our goal, there is a single pointed thought flow, is called meditation, nididhyasanam. So what are things are there? Number one, first one, meditation ke liye, you must complete Shravanam and Mananam. ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Anybody can meditate. Meditate on what? So many years of Vedanta you studied systematically, contemplated, reflected upon it. Then such a person, when he sits on meditation, with all this wonderful knowledge after Shravanam and through logic, he understood and made that knowledge doubt-free. With such a mind, he sits for contemplation. Without Shravanam, without Mananam, I sit. Then mind says, okay, my boss is available for me to take him for a ride. Mind thinks like that. Thank you, boss, for being available yourself to me. मैं आपको पूरी दुनिया घुमा के आऊँगा, लाऊँगा, करके ले जाके आपको पूरा दुनिया घुमाएगा. Your mind thinks that you are available for him. And some thought comes, we don't know what to do, how to meditate, what kind of thought to apply, which sutra, which shloka, or which mantra, which thought to recollect. Nothing I know. Think. So what is the first condition for meditation? So now, stability in meditation is directly proportional to the depth of Shravana and Mananam. That is why Shastras we have to listen. Then I can sit quietly. Mind may jump, but I am not disturbed. I understood what is mind. I understood my relationship with the mind. I also understand mind is Maya. I studied. I know when you stop, and mind is getting energy from you only. So you stop energy supply to the mind. You withdraw from the mind. And mind tries to scare you, pulls you out. But you have a right, every time mind tries to argue with you, you have your own weapon of another thought to the mind. You know how to contract the mind. You know how to win the mind through your logic. Because you studied, you are reflected, you are ready with all arms and ammunition. And such a mind slowly comes under control. So what is the first condition? Sravanam and Mananam. Okay. Then the third condition is attaining single pointed thought flow. So what is the Sravanam and Mananam ke baad? Second step is what? Check the stability of your mind. Remember, important point. If mind is not stable, again go back to Shravanam and Mananam. एक बार पूरा मुझे तो हंसी आती है. कई लोग कहते हैं, कुछ लोग कहते हैं, बहुत 2-3 बार मैं गीता सुन चुका हूँ, और कुछ पढ़ाइए. You are entertaining the mind with the various texts. You are not a serious spiritual seeker. आपको सुनना भी एंटरटेनमेंट हो गया है. अरे स्वामी जी इस महीने क्लासेस नहीं है तो क्या, कैसे? That means you are addicted to entertainment called listening. अब मैं कैसे समझाऊं? कुछ बोला तो फिर गुस्सा करेंगे, स्वामी जी पागल है, पाषाण हृदय, पत्थर हृदय, दिल उनका दिल ही नहीं है, सॉफ्ट नहीं है, क्या क्या बोलते हैं. बट दैट इज द ट्रूथ. दे आर कॉल्ड प्रोफेशनल लिसनर्स. एंड इन टेम्पल मंदिरों में ना, दे हैव देयर ओन पिलर, रिटन देयर नेम, रिटन इनविजिबली, दे राइट देयर नेम. वो खंबे के पास ही बैठ जाता है. वो एक खंबे में कोई बैठे उठा देता है. पूजारी भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता. पुजारी है कि ये बाबा जी का, ये इन्हीं का है, ये सत्संगी का जगह है, बूढ़े आदमी यहीं बैठता है, इन एक खंबे उनका है, ये बैठ उठ जाओ. वो खंबे पर बैठ सुनता है. अरे कोई सत्संग नहीं है, अरे पुजारी जी आज कोई बोलने वाला नहीं आया क्या? So if your mind is not stabilized, because unless stability you are not achieved, relative stability, how can you place the mind on Brahman? So कहा जाता है, श्रवण में मनन में ठीक से नहीं हुआ, then again go back to Shravan, again go back to Manan. I am telling you, okay. All the acharyas who have been speaking on Gita, we are amused, amazed every time we read. Such a depth of knowledge is there in that. हमको तो लगता है कि हम पढ़े ही नहीं गीता. देखिए कितना है. So, ekadhanatvam etadhi nididhyasanam. What is nididhyasanam? Attaining single pointed thought flow is of what? Stabilized mind. After Sravanam and listen, through Mananam, Sravanam and Mananam, single pointed thought flow is called meditation. Nididhyasanam. ठीक है? Single pointed thought flow. Shankaracharya ji, Acharya Shankara gives a definition for dhyanam, nididhyasanam. Tulya pratyaya santatihi. First line. Tulya means same, similar. Pratyaya, thoughts. Santati, santan, continuity. Tulya pratyaya santatihi. Similar, continuity of similar thoughts. Atat pratyayaihi asankirna. Atat pratyayaihi asankirna. Second line. Mean what? Not intercepted or cut by dissimilar thought. अन्यत वृत्ति इस वृत्ति धारा को काटता नहीं. मैं एक वृत्ति धारा छोड़ा हूं, दूसरी वृत्ति आके काट देते इस धारा. राम 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 पचका कट गया. तो इमेजिन somebody is cutting the thought flow with the scissor. कौन सा scissor? एक बार गुलाब जाम आता है, एक बार पड़ोसी, एक बार पत्नी, एक बार पति, एक बार बच्चे, एक बार और कुछ. जप करने बैठा, अनेक प्रकार के थॉट्स कट 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 कट. राम 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 कट गया. गुरुदेव says no. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram Rao, where is the Ram Rao nowadays? He has not been seen. Long time I met Ram Rao. His wife makes good kheer. जाना है कहीं राम राव के पास. ठीक है, छोड़ो राम राव को अभी कुछ समय के लिए. राम 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 राम. पर राम राव ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? फोन ही नहीं करता है. राम राव के पास जाए उस दिन पूरा राम राव याद आता है जान में. वेरी टफ. long time. When exam में बैठा जान में, I experienced 1 crore 99 lakh 99,999 thoughts per second. One day long back, बचपन में था. आँख खोला, ये तो मैं सोच लिया कि जिंदगी में मेडिटेशन कर नहीं पाऊंगा मैं. ये कहाँ से आ रहे थॉट्स पूरा. मेडिटेशन गया, इस जन्म के लिए गया. So therefore here he says, ye achieving the single, so tulya pratyaya santatihi, they are flowing in one direction towards a goal. Atat pratyayaihi asankirna. It is called dhyana. If that is the case, if my thought flow are going towards a desire, it is also a meditation then? No. Then इसलिए शास्त्र विषय आलंबनम, third one. There, where they are going, thoughts are going towards an object of contemplation which has a scriptural sanction. Like somewhere Shankaracharya says, Saligrama Iva Vishnoho. Like you see Vishnu in Saligrama and do Upasana. और स्फटिक में शिव को देखते हैं, नर्मदा पत्थर में गणपति, लाल पत्थर में गणपति को देखते हैं. So how to achieve that ekatanatvam? Now see what Sadananda says now in Vedanta Sara, definition of Sada Nididhyasanam. Vijatiya dehadi pratyaya rahita advitiya vastu sajatiya pratyaya pravaho nididhyasanam. कभी पढ़ लेंगे, ये भी पढ़ लेंगे, जब टाइम मिलता है इसका भी पढ़ेंगे. कब पढ़ाएंगे? पंचदशी के बाद, बस खत्म. 10 साल के बाद होगा. निदिध्यासन मीन्स विजातीय प्रवाह. विजातीय मीन्स नॉट that no tulya pratyaya atat pratyaya. What are the thoughts which are not pertaining to the divine, undivine? Meaning what? Dehade pratyaya rahitam. They are vijatiya thought. Aham brahmasmi sajatiya. I am the body, vijatiya. I am the mind, vijatiya. I am sukhi, vijati. I am dukhi, vijati. I am Paramatma Swarupa, sajati. What is jati jati? Chaitanyam eva ekeva. So therefore, vijatiya dehadi. So meditation is what? A stream of ideas, thoughts of same kind. Advitiya vastu sajatiya pratyaya pravaha. Advitiya vastu ke prati sajatiya pratyaya pravaha. Same thoughts pravaha is without what? Vijatiya vritti. What vijatiya vritti? Deha adi. Adi means manaha ityadi. All these thoughts are not cutting this flow. Rahitam. So vijatiya dehadi pratyaya rahita advitiya vastu sajatiya pratyaya pravaho nididhyasanam. Didhyasa. Didhyasa means what? Nidhi means not treasure here. Didhyasa. Didhyasa means ekachintanat. एकचिंतन. जैसे तुलसी लिखते हैं ना, जैसे कामी पुरुष को स्त्री दिखती है हमेशा, इसी तरह भगवान के प्रति, राम जी के प्रति भक्ति हो जाए. What is such an ugly example he gave? That is the best way to understand. That then all we can, because everybody experiences this. This lust for object. When you are a child, lust for toys. Everybody's experience it is. Now that lust which we experience, turn towards the Lord. That is bhakti. Very wonderful thing. That is called dhyanam. Meaning, sarvakala, sarva avasteshu, everywhere, every place, every time, I should not forget my goal. Spirituality is not a part-time job. It's a 24/7. Therefore, ekatanatvam, single-pointed thought flow, is called as meditation or nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam. So, Shravana Manana ke bina nididhyasan नहीं हो सकता, संभव नहीं है। एंड मनन श्रवण के बिना नहीं हो सकता है। So therefore, when you are unable to meditate, now what is the result that we are unable to meditate? That means our base is not strong. What is the base? Shravana and Manan. So to make meditation stronger, what should we do? More study, more Shravanam, more Mananam. In some cases, like Parikshit Maharaj, there is no Mananam for him. Because he is Uttam Adhikari. Ati Uttam Adhikari, maybe he had done lot of tapasya in previous lives. Parikshit Maharaj, Sukha Maharaj told Parikshit Maharaj that you एक बार सुना दिया भागवत पहुंच गया. जिसका उत्तमोत्तम अधिकारी के लिए श्रवण इज एनफ. श्रवण मात्रेण ज्ञानम भवति. अदर अधिकारी आर देयर. उत्तम अधिकारी, उसके लिए क्या करना है? ही विल एटलीस्ट श्रवण के बाद थोड़ा मनन करेगा. विदाउट मनन में ही वो पहुंच जाता है. But he must have done some kind of a sadhana, mananam, pure nididhyasana किया होगा. इस बार थोड़ा some disturbances are there. They are just started mananam. If everything cleared, he attained the truth. For some people, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana is required. Those are not done Shravana, Manana in previous life. Like who? Us. We are not done. Swamiji, how can you say that we are not done? If you had done, you would have been here and I would have been sitting and listening. None of us have done Shravanam properly like previous life. इसलिए मनन करना पड़ रहा है मेरे को. कौन सा मनन? देखो, थ्रू प्रवचन. मनन थ्रू प्रवचन करो आप. इसीलिए गुरुदेव सेड स्टार्ट स्टडी ग्रुप्स एवरीबडी इन योर ओन हाउसेस. वी आर लेजी. You don't know. Once you start study group, you have to prepare, study, think, and Manan starts. कौन सा क्लास लेना है, क्या लेना है, क्या एग्जाम्पल बोलना है. मुझे सताने वाले हर बार आते हैं वो क्या प्रश्न पूछते हैं. Think. I have to think, no? What to talk? So how to present the subject today. So before the class, I am in contemplation. Think. During the class, high voltage contemplation. Only text. Only thought. Think. So if you also practice, you can also become like that. What? A regular Shravana, a regular Manana. So then Nididhyasanam is there. Therefore, after Nididhyasanam practice for long time, it leads to Samadhi. तो श्रवण में अज्ञान निवृत्ति, मनन में संशय निवृत्ति, विपर्य को हटा देता है. क्या? निदिध्यासनम. कॉन्ट्ररी नॉलेज इज रिमूव्ड थ्रू निदिध्यासन. देन वी रीच स्लोली इनटू समाधि. व्हाट इज समाधि? दैट वी विल सी टुमारो विथ ऑल एग्जाम्पल्स, with all thoughts. We can study about ये समाधि 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 क्या होता है. That we will see tomorrow. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।